Currently, Earth.
It was February 1st in the year 1790 that the first session of the U.S. Supreme Court took place. In the Royal Exchange Building of New York City's Broad Street, the Supreme Court of the United States met for the first time, with Chief Justice John Jay of New York presiding. The U.S. Supreme Court was established by Article III of the U.S. Constitution, which took effect in March of 1789. The Constitution granted the Supreme Court ultimate jurisdiction over all laws, especially those in which constitutionality was at issue. The court was also designated to rule on cases concerning treaties of the U.S., foreign diplomats, admiralty practice, and maritime jurisdiction. In September of 1789, the Judiciary Act was passed, implementing Article III by providing for 6 justices who would serve on the court for life. The same day, President George Washington appointed John Jay to preside as Chief Justice, and John Rutledge of South Carolina, William Cushing of Massachusetts, John Blair of Virginia, Robert Harrison of Maryland, and James Wilson of Pennsylvania to serve as Associate Justices. 2 days later, all 6 appointments were confirmed by the U.S. Senate. The Supreme Court later grew into arguably the most powerful judicial body in the world in terms of its central place in the U.S. political order. In times of constitutional crisis, for better or worse, it always played a definitive role in resolving the greatest issues of the time. February 1st in 1884, the first portion or fascicle of the Oxford English Dictionary, considered the most comprehensive and accurate dictionary of the English language, is published. Today, the OED is the definitive authority on the meaning, pronunciation, and history of over 500,000 English words, past and present. Plans for the dictionary began in 1857 when members of London's Philological Society, who believed there were no up-to-date, error-free English dictionaries available, decided to produce one that would cover all vocabulary from the Anglo-Saxon period, from 1150 AD to the present. Conceived of as a 4-volume, 6,400-page work, it was estimated that the project would take 10 years to finish. In fact, it took over 40 years until the 125th and final fascicle was published in April in 1928, and the full dictionary was complete at over 400,000 words and phrases in 10 volumes and published under the title A New English Dictionary on Historical Principles. Unlike most English dictionaries, which only list present-day common meanings, the OED provides a detailed chronological history for every word and phrase, citing quotations from a wide range of sources, including classic literature and cookbooks. The OED is famous for its lengthy cross-references and etymologies. The verb set mirrors the OED's longest entry at approximately 60,000 words and detailing over 430 uses. A supplement containing new entries and revisions was published in 1933, and the original dictionary was reprinted in 12 volumes and officially renamed the Oxford English Dictionary. Between 1972 and 1986, an updated 4-volume supplement was published with new terms from the continually evolving English language, plus more words and phrases from North America, Australia, the Caribbean, New Zealand, South Africa, and South Asia. In 1984, Oxford University Press embarked on a 5-year, multi-million-dollar project to create an electronic version of the dictionary. The effort required 120 people just to type the pages from the print edition and 50 proofreaders to check their work. The online version of the dictionary has been active since 2000. At a whopping 20 volumes weighing over 137 pounds, it would reportedly take one person 120 years to type all 59 million words in the OED. It was February 1st in the year 2003 that the Space Shuttle Columbia breaks up while entering the atmosphere over Texas. All 7 other crew members continue their eternity. The Columbia's 28th space mission, designated STS-107, was originally scheduled to launch on January 11th in 2001, but was delayed numerous times for a variety of reasons over nearly 2 years. Columbia finally launched on January 16th in 2003 with a crew of 7. 80 seconds into launch, a piece of foam insulation broke off from the shuttle's propellant tank and hit the edge of the shuttle's left wing. Cameras focused on the launch sequence revealed the foam collision, but engineers could not pinpoint the location and extent of the damage. Although similar incidents had occurred on 3 prior shuttle launches without causing critical damage, some engineers at the space agency believed that the damage to the wing could cause a catastrophic failure. Their concerns were not addressed in the 2 weeks that Columbia spent in orbit because NASA management believed that even if major damage had been caused, there was little that could be done to remedy the situation. Columbia re-entered the Earth's atmosphere on the morning of February 1st. It wasn't until 10 minutes later at 8:53 a.m., as the shuttle was 231,000 feet above the California coastline, traveling at 23 times the speed of sound, that the first indications of trouble began. Because the heat-resistant tiles covering the left wing's leading edge had been damaged or were missing, wind and heat entered the wing and blew it apart. The first debris began falling to the ground in West Texas near Lubbock at 8:58 a.m. 1 minute later, the last communication from the crew was heard, and at 9 a.m., the shuttle disintegrated over northeast Texas near Dallas. Residents in the area heard a loud boom and saw streaks of smoke in the sky. Debris and the remains of the crew were found in more than 2,000 locations across East Texas, Arkansas, and Louisiana. Adding more pain and sorrow to a situation that's already inundated with it, 2 helicopter pilots were searching for debris and crashed. They also continued their eternity. Strangely, worms that the crew had used in a study that were stored in a canister aboard the Columbia did survive. In August of 2003, an investigation board issued a report that revealed that it in fact would have been possible either for the Columbia crew to repair the damage to the wing or for the crew to be rescued from the shuttle. The Columbia could have stayed in orbit until February 15th, and the already planned launch of the shuttle Atlantis could have been moved up as early as February 10th, leaving a short window for repairing the wing or just getting the crew off the Columbia. In the aftermath of the Columbia disaster, the Space Shuttle program was grounded until July 16th in 2005, when the Space Shuttle Discovery was put into orbit. It was February 1st in the year 1902 that one of the most famous poets, Langston Hughes, was born. It was on February 1st in 1965 in Selma, Alabama, that a demonstration ends in 700 arrests, including the arrest of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. The information documented on this audio file can be verified on history.com.